good, and the assist goes.
They're completely in disarray.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Smart sinks the triple.
Not giving an inch. Smart with the answer three.
To the wing right side. Bailey. And another three for Utah.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time. We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by.
And so it's the Utah Jazz going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defensive. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Lakers trail by 13. And in the summer of 2022, Greg, the Utah Jazz traded away their franchise cornerstones, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And that's the beginning of their rebuild. But they've overachieved for a couple of seasons now. That ended last year when they really bottomed out.
Filipowski's out there with Bailey. Then it's George. Then it's MP. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group right now for Utah. Nice ball movement by Utah. On the wing, MP. The shot's good on the assist by George. MP's got 14 points for the game.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up on the 5.
Here's Arabia. Nailed from three-point land.
And Smart keeps the offense connected. Just does a great job of making sure they have a nice flow.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. The Lakers are always picking titles. Coach JGA Redick said everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship. I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My ultimate goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Back to you.
Yep, eyes on the prize. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Back to George. MP outside. George looking around. MP passes to Bailey. No good on the triple. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 14-point game. On the wing, Reed. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Their offense gets that much better when the D has to pay attention to Reeves outside the arc.
MP passes to Nurkic. And you think about the importance, RJ, of awareness and basketball IQ. What about players who don't have that, but are immensely talented?
Well, they still have to grow their IQ, and that can take time. Because if you make too many mistakes, it will cap your minutes.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3. And that one, good. And the Jazz lead by 15.
Timeout. Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
For the Jazz, Walker Kessler comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Markkanen in for Bailey. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Jake LaRavia. James checked in for Dalton Connect. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Austin Reeves. Now, here's MP. He's got 17. The 3. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Here's LeBron. Again, the Lakers.
No question, James, is the green light from anywhere. That mid-range is just another area where he's dangerous.
Pass to Filipowski. Back to MP. Smart with the steal. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's MP. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
James looking around. And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down to 14. getting a little bit closer on the bucket from Luka Doncic. And B getting it done for the Utah Jazz. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Their perimeter D has been soft like bathroom tissue. No excuses. Can't give up that many open shots and get away with it.
Their D being treated like bathroom tissue. No mercy. And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race.
We all have big expectations for MP, and he's crushing it. Lets his game do the talking. You'd like to see that from a young player.
I don't think there's any doubt that he's going to go far in this league.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in a second. You look at MP in this one, and he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Lakers trail by 14. And for 2 seasons running, Richard, the Lakers have bowed out in the first round. How do they change that and go further?
Well, now they've been able to balance this roster a little better. And some size up front. That was something that really hurt them last year against the Warriors.
And on the floor for JJ Redick as we get into the second half. The post pair form will be Vanderbilt and Ayton. Reeves in the shooting guard. James is the small forward. And it's Doncic in at the one spot.
This gives you an idea of MP's potential. It shows the type of scorer he can become.
To the paint. Here's Reeves. Banked in off the glass. Reeves has got 5 points so far.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
MP fires from way outside. And the Jazz another three.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Pass to James. Back to Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 3 assists tonight.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
There's the lob to the hoop. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for their matchup with New Orleans, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Markkanen passes to MP. And another 3 for Utah.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
At over 40 years old, Richard, the way LeBron James is still able to impact the game is absolutely incredible.
And just for context, through NBA history, the averages for a player once he turns 40 are 6 points and 3 rebounds. LeBron is blowing that out of the water.
Lakers trail by 14. Reeves the pass to Vanderbilt. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off target from three-point range. Now we're working on the floor since he's got a score for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about, and then decide. Back to you guys.
He keeps him guessing. Allie, we thank you very much. The three for Doncic. Kicks it out to James. Back to Vanderbilt. The shot's good. Vanderbilt's got his second bucket of the game to go.
The selfless attitude of James. When someone on his team has a clean look, well, he feeds it.
And the Jazz with some... Two-second difference between shot clock and game clock. MP finds a gap. Taken away by Hayes. Pass to MP. Takes the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. MP's got 15 points in just the second half. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Haley out there with George Niang. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Collier. And it's MP in at the point guard. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Jazz. It's Connect on the wing. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Down he goes. Nice one there from Niang.
Nice pass by MP, showing how unselfish he can be.
Outside, Smart. Hayes the pass to Smart. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
MP looking around. Pass to Niang. Nurkic a screen on Smart. Lock at 6. Bailey passes to MP. And rebounded by Connect. Lakers trail by 20. Now Reeves. And it seems, Richard, sometimes the best player on a team isn't necessarily their leader. You've been on a lot of teams. Great players, do you agree?
Well, at the very least, you need your best player to be the tone setter. They don't have to be very vocal, but their work ethic and their accountability has to be the highest.
Pass to Kleba. Smart puts the pick in for Reeves. Lets it go from deep. Buries the deep ball.
Just so skilled in that screen roll. I like watching Reeves break down the defense.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Walker Kessler, he's jacked in for Nurkic. Kyle Filipowski comes in for George Niang. Markkanen, he's checked in for Bailey. And it's Keontae George in for Collier.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Reeves outside. Pass to James. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. MP kicks to Markkanen. MP left side. Outside, Markkanen. Lepowski passes to MP. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Here's the three. Rebound the Lakers. Ayton's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. The three for Doncic. Rebounded by the Jazz. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Kessler. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 9 assists in the game. Great passes.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, crushing blowout, big time dominance, and this is going to represent as a county win for Utah.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And they're able to even the score of this.
Another from 3.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point team.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. Ayton a screen on George. Reeves gets the bucket. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead.
And again for 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last minute, tying in for second and most threes in a game. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. MP against Doncic. MP kicks to George. Back to MP. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. It was a total of 2 teams.
All right. You always...
No, this was a good win. We didn't get a trophy for it, though, but the best team isn't decided now. It's decided in June.
All right, MP, you ready?
TGIF, everyone. It's the... And let's check in with Jennifer Quintana.
MP, you guys are going up against one of the most explosive offenses of the association. What do you have to do to keep them in check?
In check. In check.
Back to you, Brian.
All right, Jennifer, thanks. Here we go. Kessler, and it's Markkanen in at the small forward position. And for New York, Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. And MP's made no secret that one of his main focuses this season is taking down the top teams in the league. His motivation in games like this has been clear.
Well, credit to MP for his role in helping this team step up to the level of competition. They may not be infallible, but they're an absolute force. They can beat any team in the league on any given night. And this matchup gives them another opportunity to prove that.
When it comes to this time of the season, Grant, what are teams most focused on?
Well, BA, it's getting the defense in order. That's a priority. An offensive system can take some time to perfect, but a team has to sort out its defensive identity early.
Now here's MP, a hard guy to stop on the offensive end, averaging 34 points a game. Pass to Kessler. Utah moving the ball around. 4 on the clock. MP, that one's good.
Quick decision-making by MP. I love how confident he looked taking that shot.
Outside Anunoby. Outside Hart. Markkanen against Anunoby. And here's Brunson from the arc. Fires in the triple.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock the trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
George, good.
3 out of 3. Perfect start. Let's see how long they can ride this wave.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling into the story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship. With the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference Finals run, he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You got to respect that mindset. All right, Shams, thanks very much. And he can't bank that one in. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. MP, the pass to Kessler. Back to MP. From outside the arc. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Knicks trail by 3. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Connects again from distance.
Defenses around the NBA have to deal with this three-point marksmanship, and he's already proven his rookie year there's very little you can do to slow him down.
It's been a lot of fun to watch him expand his skills this season. And lo and behold, he now holds the 4th spot all time for three-pointers in a rookie campaign. Catching up on the changes for New York. Mitchell Robinson comes in for Anunoby, and Jordan Clarkson subbed in for Bridges. MP to pass to George. Back to MP. This one for 3. Again, MP missing. New York has gone 2 of 5 from deep. To the middle. Here's Robinson. The layup is good off the glass.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Inside. Kicks it out to MP. Pass to George. Markkanen from long range. Hart pulls it in. The Knicks have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Clarkson outside. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. To the inside. Here's George. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Brunson outside. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 5 rebounds in the game. MP with it. Last game we saw him with 32 points. Kessler, a screen on Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Markkanen for 3. That was no good. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's MP making things happen for Utah, hitting 3 trays in the quarter. He's checked in for New York. Then for Utah, Filipowski, he's checked in for Niang. George comes in for Sensabaugh, and MP subbed in for Collier. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. For 3. New York again. Can't hit. Jazz trail by 3. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
So the Jazz 5 right now. They've got MP. Kyle Filipowski is out there with Bailey. Then there's Keontae George. And it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Utah. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Bridges outside. Towns down low. Back to Robinson. Doesn't go for him.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Nurkic throws it down.
Oh, the big man, Nurkic, from super close range.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Brian?
They are relentless. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
They started out with 3 triples in the first quarter, but he hasn't been able to connect from distance here in the second.
Utah's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Bailey. On the wing, MP. The 3, and again for 3.
Well, as the three-point bombs just keep raining down, he just moved up one more rung on the all-time list for three-pointers in a rookie season.
Well, you got to think he's going to be one of the biggest draft picks in the last decade, maybe 2. Hard to argue with how he's approached his three-point prowess. And some changes here for New York. Clarkson comes in for Bridges, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Malcolm Brogdon. Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Bailey. Anunoby passes to Brunson, throws up at the strike. Rebound, Utah.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Back to MP. There's the triple. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Utah has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Back to MP. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. That one's good for 2. And it's a 4-point Utah lead.
Well, Kessler to the rescue, using his size to win the rebound, and then quickly going on the attack inside.
Robinson, a screen on George. To the paint. They get back to the paint. And big finish by Robinson.
Talk about timing. That lead.
Fires for 3. Nails it from 3. George has got 5 now.
Well, this is why George's coaches encourage him to keep shooting from deep, because they know he's only going to get better.
Towns finds Brunson. Clarkson outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
And the basket by MP.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Here's Brunson outside. The shot won't fall. That'll do it for the first half. Jazz out in front, up by 7. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Well, I think for the Knicks, their roster is stacked. You expect them to be the top dog. In my book, they are the title favorites.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the Utah Jazz.
They're up because they're down.
Glad you could join us.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. MP really making a difference here.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
They've got Karl Anthony Towns. OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Bridges in at the 2 guard. That's the group starting the second half for Mike Brown. Towns is screen on George. Here's Bridges. Out of bounds. It'll be Jazz ball. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
You look at MP, he occupies the top spot in voting. We'll very likely see him in the three-point shooting competition.
And he might already be the favorite. When he gets in a groove, he's automatic.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night,
to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
The 3-ball. And MP gets it to go on the assist by George. MP's got 17. Pass to Anunoby. Now here's Bridges. And here's Brunson. Back to Anunoby. Bridges outside. From deep. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got rebound number 11.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's Hart. Hart throws it down.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
Here's MP. 17 points in the game. And it's New York with a rebound.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Down low. Here's Towns. The big man.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Utah leading by 6. And here's George. 5 points in the game. Shoots over Bridges. George, no good. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. When we talk about Keontae George, what stands out to you the most, Dan?
Good question, B.A. I don't know that I pick one area. He's good at a wide variety of things.
Clarkson for 3. New York again can't hit.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And here's New York now. They're on a 17-7 run. Brogdon, pass to Bridges. Right at the free throw line. No good that time. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's MP. 17 points in the game. Pass to Bailey. From downtown. And the three-pointer goes. Bailey's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And you know Bailey isn't going to pass on those chances. He's looking to make an impact on the other. And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady dive from outside.
3 quarters of play and a close one. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for New York. They lead by 1. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the 4th. We got Bailey. Collier is out there with MP. Then there's George Niang. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. MP, the pass to Nurkic. It's stolen by Clarkson. Fast break, New York. Ahead, here's Towns. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 3 assists tonight. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for New York?
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Here's MP. Offensive rebound. Launches it. Good! Another from 3.
Well, with the way he's been shooting from distance, I can't say I'm surprised that he's now number 2 all-time in three-pointers made during a rookie season. I mean, he has been impressive.
Well, we're talking about some of the best shooters we've ever had in the NBA. I don't think it's an understatement to say we could be witnessing a generational talent. Really left him alone that time. And the Knicks lead by 2.
And after being stone cold from the floor in the first half, they've rediscovered their touch.
Out to the right wing. Utah moving the ball around. From deep, MP. Another 3 for Utah.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triple assists.
And we'll have a by Mike Brown. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And some changes here for New York. Hart's checked in for Robinson. Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Malcolm Brogdon. Then for Utah, Filipowski, he's checked in for Niang. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Bailey. And it's George in for Collier. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan of his team. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done. So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. MP! Oh, MP shot on mid-range.
Wow. 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Towns, a screen on MP. Oh, touches it off the glass.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
Now Kessler. Yes, sir! Count it!
Big man delivers. Kessler just went to work.
Here's Brunson. Stolen by MP. All alone on the break. Markkanen. Nice! That was good.
Showing a good IQ for the game. MP feeding a guy ready to score.
Brunson against MP. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. Rebounded by MP. On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 14-4 run. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Fast break. Here comes New York. Bridges. Yes, sir! Make it in the layup.
And they call his number, and Bridges answers, not intimidated at all by the big moment.
MP scanning the floor.
There, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone up.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth. The putback. Hart with a rebound. And here are the Knicks now. Trailing by 8. Outside Brunson. Hart with a screen on MP.
A huge make by Jalen Brunson, shining in the biggest of moments.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
That's how you protect a lead. Build it out with clutch free throws.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 7. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
I mean, they're still battling, but this one is just about fishing.
MP against Brunson. Jacks up a 3. Outside Anunoby. 6 to shoot. Puts up the tray. Can't get it. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Hart with a rebound. So we see the Jazz get the win here. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When Nick...
Good game last night.
Come on, MP.
Woo! You going down. You ready for that air? Started, man. It started. Oh, what are you, bro?
Feeling any numbness?
I don't think so.
All right, MP, you want to tell the people how you got hurt?
This is textbook fashion, bro. Like.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. We're almost at game time. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. I will be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lauri Markkanen.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
A look at the Magic starting group. Both Wagner's are out there, Franz at small forward, and Mo at the center. Jalen Suggs is out there with Richardson. And it's Ben Caro in at the power forward position. And for Utah, they've got Walker Kessler. Markkanen is out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's MP. And it's George in at the 2 spot. Well, Clark, everyone's picking the same team to win this one. They're clear favorites.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, and they should be. But you can't take anybody lightly in the NBA. As the underdog, you have no expectations, and sometimes that can free you up to play your best basketball, which gives you a chance to maybe catch that opponent who's the favorite off guard.
And tonight's game gives MP a chance to continue one of his goals he set for himself, being a thorn in the side of the best teams in the NBA.
And no doubt anymore that MP wasn't making a false claim, right? They've been handling the best competition in the league with ease. They're a team that looks built for the pressure of the postseason.
The shot by Filipowski, no good. To the inside. Here's Dan Carroll. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. We often see Paolo Banchero with the ball late in the shot clock, and he usually delivers.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you shut off his dribble drive and then you seal off the retreat, and because he's so strong and good with the ball, he can bump you and get into the spot he wants to. He's got great power, and he's really a good finisher around the goal, too.
Now, MP. After Lauri Markkanen misses from long range. Just 5 to shoot. George passes to MP. Here's Filipowski. Offensive rebound. Basket counts.
Woo! Glad to get that out of the way. I mean, maybe these teams will settle down now that we finally got a bucket on the board. That was like watching paint dry.
Now, here's Richardson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. Coach and I talked about the development of Franz Wagner since entering this league, and he said he was someone we watched early on. Even though he didn't end up on our team, the way he's added to his game is incredible. It says a lot about the kind of work ethic that he has. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance NP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that NP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Wagner, and finished off by Wagner.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
Markkanen can't get it to go. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. It's a three-point game. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams.
Understanding of who they are, a good feel for them. Oftentimes, that can lead to a series split.
Not his best work at all. This is the quarter he'd rather forget.
And V passes to Markkanen. Utah moving it around. George finds Kessler. Outside, Markkanen. Drills it from outside.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. That's such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
The screen for Richardson. Kicks it out to Wagner. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Wagner's got 5 points so far.
Well, Rico, come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
The three from MP. He doesn't hit that one.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Richardson dishes to Banchero. The rebound by the Jazz. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
And so it's the Utah Jazz with their lead strong at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And we'll be back with you shortly. Kyle Filipowski is out there with Nurkic. Then there's Bailey. Then it's George. And it's MP in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Filipowski finds MP. 6 to shoot. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. And no good that time. The Magic trail by 7. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the third player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other two, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is high-value talent.
Yep, a star on the rise. And, Shams, we appreciate the report. And for the latest news on MP, let's hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Guys, I checked in on MP's status for this game, and he will be available to play 4 minutes. But you may notice a change. The trainers have recommended that he wear a mask to prevent any further facial injury. But if you ask MP, he'll tell you he's just happy to get on the court. Back over to you.
Yep, mask on, mask off. He's focused on the mission, not the mask. Thanks.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Suggs kicks to Black. And they get it. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Black showcasing his full arsenal, and he's a guard.
To the middle. Back to MG. Got a piece of it. Jazz leading by 10. From past the arc. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give in too good of a look. Yes, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. They stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
And the Jazz making a change here. Markkanen's checked in. The Magic also changing it up. Wagner comes in for Wendell Carter. And it's Richardson in for Wagner. A three from MP. It's hauled in by Richardson. The Magic trail by 8. Out to the right wing. 1:29 left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Wagner. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wagner's got 7.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from them.
Here's MP. Another miss by Utah.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
It's Suggs with the drive. They get it back. Wagner finds Suggs. And good that time. And now just a 4-point Jazz lead. MP looking around. Pass to Kessler. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
You'd certainly like to see a little better rim protection right there.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Suggs passes to Van Carroll. Back to Suggs. A three-pointer off the mark. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. They've held a 12-point lead early. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. The shot, no good. And so it's Utah. With a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the Orlando Magic.
They've done everything they can to shoot their way out of this contest. Somehow, they're still in it. Got to make the most of that opportunity.
It just takes a few to fall to open up the floodgates.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
And that game against the Warriors, they'll have the advantage coming in, but it's not like they're infallible. I mean, no one is.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, it's a favorable matchup, but the game, last time I checked, was played on hardwood. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull-up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
So on the floor for Orlando. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. Richardson is out there with Suggs. And it's Wagner into the center position. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Lakers was outstanding. He finished with 30 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. A statement game for him where he took his play to the next level. What's he have in store for us tonight, guys?
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Great, he led the matchup performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Banchero left side. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now. And it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent. It's also about timing.
George dishes to MP. Another miss by MP. The Magic trail by 9. Here's Banchero. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight planks.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Inside, Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Suggs showing you some major bounce right there. He went way upstairs on that.
MP outside. He lobs it up. And it's Wagner with the rebound. The Magic trail by 7. And there's Banchero on the assist by Richardson. Banchero's got his second bucket of the night. Here's Black, covered by MP. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Collier. The offensive rebound. Out of bounds as Orlando takes possession. The Magic making a switch here. Howard's checked in. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Black, covered by MP. Black in the post. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Black's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And here's MP for 3. Sinks the 3-pointer. MP's got 9 points in the quarter. And so it's MP making things happen for the Utah. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist.